seconds, yeah, you better not stop. You got 24 seconds, can you beat the shot clock? What you waiting on, little daddy? I ain't got that much.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Felicia Renee on the beat one time for a nigga like me. About to hit it on the track. Ooh, wee. Alright, I quit. That was low-key lame. But anyway, past low-key, that was high-key lame. But whatever, you know what I'm saying? You get the drift. But I'm happy to be back filming, getting some videos out for you guys. Today, I did this like everyday flawless makeup look. It's not too much, but you still popping, you still sexy, you still cute. So without further ado, if you want to see how I achieve this look, let's just go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get right into things, and I'm gonna apologize in advance if you hear any noise because they're kind of doing like some work outside of my place. So yeah, now first we're gonna start off with primer, and I'm gonna be using my Tatcha Silk Canvas primer. It looks like this, and I absolutely love this stuff. You can pick it up at Sephora for like $58, but it is so good. I love the way it smells. I always say that. And actually, I'm going to be mixing two primers today. But first, we're just going to start out with this one. I know I always say this, but I don't think you guys really understand how good this stuff smells to me. Like, I really be wanting to lick it. So for now, we're going to be using another primer. This is the Finalizing Skin Tone Blurring Primer. Okay, so boom, we got our primers on, face feeling good. Now I'm going to jump right into foundation. And for today's foundation, we're going to actually use two of them. I love mixing my foundations. I don't know. But I'm going to be using my NARS, the Natural Radiant Lone Wear Foundation. This is in the shade Moray. And I'm also going to mix my NYX Total Control foundation droplets, because this one is a little bit darker than this one. I feel like it gives me like the perfect shade and consistency as well. So I'm just going to take a few pumps and squirt. I may have just put too much, but I'm going to squirt that on the back of my hand, and then I'm just going to put a couple drops and mix it in together. Okay, so now I'm just going to place that everywhere, and then I'll blend it in with a brush. And every time I forget to color correct, I'm so mad at myself, and I keep doing that. I'm gonna stop talking. This will make me forget. And I just wipe some of this off. But now I'm gonna take my Japanese. This is my small high density foundation brush, and I'm just gonna take the remaining that I have on my hand, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start to buff that in. Concealer, I'm gonna use the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, and I'm in the shade, I think this is Warm Sand. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and put it underneath my eyes. And this is some very good concealer. It's super thick, but it's also like moisturizing. It's not like super matte where it leaves your under eye like crusty and dry. So I do love this. So I want to kind of let that sit and kind of dry out a little bit. I feel like that helps my concealer to stick a little bit better. Now I'm just going to go ahead and contour, and I'm going to use my Makeup Revolution contour stick in the shade F16. And I really do love this one. I love the undertone, and it's so creamy. So to blend out my contour shade before I blend out my highlight, I'm going to use my e.l.f. small stippling brush. gonna go ahead and blend out this concealer. And I really love this concealer. It's so creamy, so thick, and it's even better once you let it sit. That's why I like to let mine sit, so that way it can be even thicker and kind of dry a little bit more matte, because it is like a very hydrating concealer to me. So now that my concealer is pretty much blended out, what I like to do is go over with the butt of it and then just kind of blend where that contour shade and that the concealer meets. And then also, just like if I went too far down, I just like to lightly tap underneath, so that way it cleans up any excess like contour shade that went down too far. And I don't like to put like a lot of extra product down there, because I feel like it just makes my face look ashy. Okay, so now I want to go ahead and just make sure everything is tapped out. And then now I'm going to go ahead and set my face, or bake a little bit. I'm going to be using my Patrick Stars and MAC powder, and I absolutely love this powder. I just recently pulled it back out and I'm just obsessing over it again. I try to save it because it's limited edition and I can't get it all the time. But yeah, I'm just using a beauty blender sponge, tapping in that, and I'm just going to bake. Dust all this powder off, I'm just going to take my Sephora Micro Smooth setting powder. This is in the shade Foncé Deep. I'm just going to take like a fluffy brush, kind of like swirl it around, make sure I pick up a generous amount, kind of tap it off, and then I just kind of like to like pounce everything and set, and I'm low-key like wiping away everything as I'm setting. And this brush is so freaking huge, like it get the job done super quick. And then I am gonna of course set everything with like a contour powder, but I just love the way this makes my skin feel. It feels very like smooth. I always say that in my videos. I've just been using this powder for a long time now, or quite some time, and I love it. This is definitely a part of my everyday full coverage. It sets everything without looking super cakey. So that should be good enough. Now to kind of dust away the excess powder from underneath my eyes, I'm gonna take my Too Faced. This is my Too Faced like a fluffy brush. I think this is like a multi-use brush, something like that. But I'm just sweeping away the excess. So now we're kind of wrapping things up, but a trick I like to do to kind of help everything set, and especially like if I go in with more of a lighter powder, like a translucent Laura Mercier, I love to use, well lately I have been using this one. I kind of had I had my MAC Studio Fix one, but this is the CoverGirl, the Vitalist Healthy Powder. This is in the shade 745 warm beige, and it has a very nice like undertone. If you guys can see it, I hope it's like showing up, you know, how it's supposed to on camera. But I like to kind of use this to give me a little bit more of an extra coverage around like my nose area, and I feel like it just helps everything to look more warm. So yeah, and I just take, let's see, I do have my other brush. This is a highlight brush, but it's just like a pointed, or you can use that Real Techniques one, and I'll just like to take a little bit, ooh, and it comes out a lot, kind of tap it off, and then I just like to lightly sweep around my face, around my under eye, and then like the areas that I highlighted. Like, do you guys see that? Hold on, I'm gonna try. I did more on this side, but I want you guys to see how like the coverage is. Like, it just gives it that. Do you see the difference? Like, I don't know if you do because I put a little bit under here, but I put more here. So this, it just looks so smooth and nice, and I love that yellow undertone. It looks so natural. Look at the difference. Do you not see that? I look so much more like awake. I don't know. It's just something about it. And so we're kind of bringing things together. I'm looking more alive, awake. I love the way this powder looks. But anyways, I like to use my Milani. This is the Milani Mineral Compact, and this is in the shade Deep. It just looks like this. You can pick this up at your local Walmart, and I love this one for like a everyday looking. As you can see, like I had it for some time, and I basically hit pan. Oh, also I'm gonna use my it's my Ray Ray #1 brush, and I love to use this because I love the undertone. It's kind of like warm reddish or something, and it just gives my skin that glow. I love it. It seems more natural to me. I hate like ashy tone, like gray tone bronzers and stuff, because it makes me look very ashy. I don't like that. I want to look like I have like a warm melted caramel latte type of glow. Woo! I be cracking myself up for real. Oh, caramel latte. Oh. And then with that same bronzer, I'm just gonna take my Morphe M504 brush, and this is just like a fluffy brush, and I just dab a little bit of that in there. And I don't really like to use eyeshadow every single day, so if I kind of want to like add a little bit more dimension to my eyes, so because I feel like it kind of looks uneven and a little bit weird when you just get like a blank eyelid and then you got like a whole full face. So I just like to add a little bit of dimension to my eyes, and I just use this no particular way, just kind of like messy, and add some color to my eyelids so I can look even. I think that's it. But now I like to go in with my I have two options for you guys. If you want a more cheaper option, you can use the Morphe. If you already have the Anastasia contour kit, I do love this one as well, but for today I'm going to use my Morphe 8H palette, and I love this one. I usually always use these two shades, Blogger and Fabulous, but for now, since I already went in with that first bronzer, I'm just going to use Fabulous. And I'm going to take my this is my Milani Kabuki fan brush. I love this brush, and I'm just going to dab into Fabulous and just kind of like deepen up that contour just a little bit, or deepen up my cheeks. Only gonna place this on my cheeks. Okay, so we're done with that. What do I want to do now? Oh, I want to put a little bit of blush on, so I'm gonna use this Anastasia blush, and this is the Blush Trio in Pink Passion. Looks like this. I love these shades, and I'm gonna mix Basically and Rosé, so the outer two, and I'm just gonna place that on my cheeks, give it a soft flush. Okay, so you know what, before I put my highlight on, I want to put some lashes on because I feel like I look like a naked bird. Anyway, I'm gonna be using these lashes from Lash Co. I hope it's showing up for you guys. And this was sent to me in PR, but this is in the shade Evelyn. So they just look like this. They're like the ones with the space in it. So yeah, we're gonna try to put these on. I don't know if I'm gonna do that on camera because I be struggling. I be needing to concentrate. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think I'm doing a wing today, but I'm gonna take some liner. You know what? I'll use my Fenty. I'm just all over the place. So I'm gonna use my Fenty Fly Liner just to coat like my lash line to hide the band. Where did my mirror go? Oh, here it goes. So yeah, let me concentrate, so I'm gonna be quiet. Feeling cute now, y'all. Okay, so jumping right back into what we was doing. Now my lashes on, niggas looking fluent. Hey, I don't know what I'm talking about. Ooh, no. Nah, I really do like these lashes. This is my first time trying these out. I like the little spaces in between them. So I think these are gonna be cute with another eye look too. So that way you can see the eyeshadow between them. I don't know. I really like these. I really do. Looking spacey like a Barbie look. Let me stop playing. Okay, so I want to add a little bit more, just kind of like a little bit more depth to my eyes. And I'm going to take my Morphe palette again. Let's see. I'm just gonna take the shade Fabulous that I deepened up my cheeks with, and I'm taking this not Morphe. This is my Ray number 6 brush, and I'm just kind of like going back over my crease to deepen it up just a little bit. Okay, I think that's good enough for now. What I do want to do though before I put any highlight on, I want to smoke out my bottom lash line. Hold on one second. Okay, so before I kind of I like to put a little bit of eyeshadow underneath, but first I want to put some eyeliner in. I'm going to use this Too Faced liner, and I love this one because it's super jet black. Now I want to take my Morphe. This is my Morphe M506 brush, and I'm using the shade Fabulous, and I'm just going to take that and just place a little bit underneath my eyes, smoke it out a little bit to set that liner, and then also add a little bit of color. First, I want to go in with this highlight right here. This is my Gerard Cosmetics Lucy highlight. Looks like this. Kind of dug in it, but yes, I love this one because it has a subtle glow to it with like a hint of like copper and pinkish undertone. I don't know. I just feel like it looks so nice. Everyday like healthy glow. And then I go over it with like a lighter one. And oh, this is my Anastasia A23 brush. Now for my next or my final highlight, I do want to use my this is my MAC Oh Darling. If you guys remember this came out like 2 years ago, and I still have mine. I course I have so many freaking highlights. I don't use the part that has like the MAC writing in it. I just use this part to kind of keep it pretty for like collector's items, but I do pull it out every now and again. And this is in the shade Oh Darling, if I have not already said it. Where did my brush go? Well, I just gave y'all a whole spiel about a highlight anyways. I'm just gonna take that and I'm gonna lightly like place it right on the top of my cheeks. Okay, so for today's lippy, I want to do kind of like a neutral type of lippy. I think I'm gonna take I need to line my lips, so I'm gonna take my MAC Chestnut lip liner. I'm gonna line my lips first. Okay, so we're gonna go in with like 2 lipsticks, maybe 3, no 2. I'm gonna use my MAC and Patrick Stars lipstick. This is in the shade, I can't see. Oh, this is in Mama Star. So it's just like rosy mauve type of brown nude. Let's see. I really feel like you can get away with this. I love the way MAC's lipsticks smell. Smells so good. But I love that it's kind of like a fallish type of nude. I like it, but I feel like I want to kind of go in with another color. What do you guys think? I wish you could literally be like, oh, tell me right now, like, yeah girl, just use this one. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead. I am gonna use this liquid lipstick, so I'm gonna use the NYX lingerie lipstick. This is in the shade So Not Sorry. Oh no, let me spray my face, and I don't know where my setting spray went. So I went and found my other setting spray after I used that MAC, but I just wanted my Mario Badescu. I'm like, where could this be? I know it was in here. My husband had it and left it in the other room. Like, why do you have my setting spray? But anyway, well, I guess it is a facial spray anyways. But this is the Mario Badescu Rose Water and Chamomile. Well, I mix both of those two together, and I want to use this to set my face because I feel like I need some moisture, and I love the way it makes my skin feel. So, yep. And that completes today's makeup look. I definitely hope you guys enjoyed it. Of course, if you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I'll see you guys in my next video.